Salvete discipuli, hodie spectatis lectoram quīndecimam capitis trigentaquinque. Dative with special verbs. Hodie discemus. Primum vocabula capitis trigentaquinque. Dende grammaticam capitis. We'll learn the dative with special verbs, or rather, special verbs that take the dative, which I will indicate in the vocab by underlining the verbs, and then in each vocab entry, I will underline the dative that the verb is taking. Primum discemus verba vocabulorum capitis trigentaquinque. In hoc capita sunt quatuordecim verba. Antepono, foveo, ignosco, impero, miror, noceo, nubo, parco, pareo, persuadeo, placeo, sapio, servio, studeo. Primum verbum, antepono, anteponere, antepossui, antepositum. Magister vester, feles canibus semper anteponet. Quid significat antepono? Proximum verbum, foveo, fovere, fovi, fotum. Haec mater sum infantem fovet. Quid significat fovet? Proximum verbum, ignosco, ignoscere, ignovi, ignotum. Priscus princeps civitatum foederatarum promisserat se discipulis aquibus pecunia debetor ignotorum esse, sed nunquam ignovit. Quid significat ignosco? Proximum verbum, impero, imperare, imperavi, imperatum. Si dux Romanus imperio careat, nullis militibus imperent. Quid significat impero? Ecce dux Romanus, qui imperium habet, ergo imperator est. Proximum verbum, miror, mirari, miratus sum. Si Romam umquam veneritis, magnitudinem monumentorum eius urbis, certe mirabimini. Quid significat miror? Ecce arcus imperatoris septimi severi, ecce templum Saturni, ecce parui homines. Quid significat miror? Proximum verbum, noceo, nocere, nocui, nocitum. Necui noceas, dixit Hippocrates ille pater medicinae. Quid significat noceo? Proximum verbum, nubo, nubere, nupsi, nuptum. Cum viri Romani diebus nuptialibus feminas in matrimonium ducerent, feminae eis nuberent. Quid significat nubo? Proximum verbum, parco, parcere, peperci, parsorum. In pugnis gladiatorum, si imperator pollice muertit, victor victo parcere debuit. Quid significat parco? Proximum verbum, pareo, parere, parui. Legina semper paretis, aut vehiculum celerius agitis quam lex patitur. Quid significat pareo? Proximum verbum, persuadeo, persuadere, persuasi, persuasum. Aut pares vi cepit, aut Helenae persuasit, ut Troiam secum veneret. Quid significat persuadeo? Proximum verbum, placeo, placere, placui, placitum. Cum senatui Romano se bellum gerere placeret, portae templi Ianni apertae sunt. Quid significat placeo? Proximum verbum, sapio, sapere, sapivi. Sapere aude, inquit Horatios poetae. Proximum verbum, servio, servire, servivi, servitum. Deo non serviam, inquit Lucifer archangelus. Quid significat servio? Ultimum verbum, studeo, studere, studui. Quibus disciplinis academicis studes? Ego studiis classicis studeo. Quid significat studeo? Nunc discemus nomina vocabulorum capitis 35. In hoc capite sunt quatuor nomina: aestas, janua, pectus, praemium. Primum nomen, aestas, aestatis. In civitata Michigense quattuor tempora anni habemus, quae ver et aestas autumnusque atque hiems appellantur. Quid significat aestas? Proximum nomen, janua, januae. Ecce janua. Ecce janua domus. Janua non est aperta. Janua est clausa. Proximum nomen, pectus, pectoris. Ecce pectus humanum. Ecce pectus hominis, ecce pectus viri. Quid significat pectus? Ultimum nomen, praemium, praemii. Praemium ingentissimum offeretur, ei qui hunc piratam vel vivum vel mortuum ceperet. Quid significat praemium? Praemium ingentissimum offeretur, ei qui hunc piratam vel vivum vel mortuum ceperet. Nunc discemus adjectiva vocabulorum capitis 35. In hoc capita est una sola adjectiva, iratus. Solum adjectivum, iratus, irata, iratum. est emoji irai. Emoji est eratus. Okay, so as I mentioned at the start of this, the whole of the grammar lesson of this chapter is essentially learning the vocab and knowing that these are verbs that take the dative. Okay, so these are all, with the exception of the first verb that you see here, credo, are new verbs in this in terms of vocab. Okay, so I encourage you to again review the vocab part of this lesson and pay attention to the verbs that take the dative. I underlined the dative in all of those example sentences to give you a sense of how they work. But essentially, these are not transitive verbs, even though they can be transitive verbs in their meaning in English, meaning that they do not take a direct object, they don't in the accusative. Technically, they're intransitive verbs that have something the sense of to be X to Y, right? So, for instance, parco, to spare, means to be sparing to somebody, okay? Pareo, meaning to obey, means to be obedient to somebody. Persuadio, meaning to persuade, means to be persuasive to somebody. Placeo, to please or be pleasing, means to be pleasing to somebody. Serio is often translated as to serve, but it really means to be a slave to somebody. Okay? Nakeo means to harm or to be harmful to something. Impero, to command or to give commands to somebody. Ignosco, to forgive or be forgiving to someone. Credo, meaning to believe, to trust, to put trust in somebody, to be trusting in somebody. Nubo, literally to put on a veil, okay, which is how a bride, this is the word that used for a woman getting married. She puts on a veil for a husband. So it can mean to marry somebody if you're a woman marrying a man, okay. I think I covered everybody. Studio doesn't just mean to study, it means to have a passion for, okay? So the more that you can kind of learn these verbs with an intransitive meaning that can take sort of an indirect object in English, the better you will at memorizing these. So again, go through the vocab examples and see how they are working with the dative, okay? So that's it. Lēctūra.